This is the first official recording on the new, what is it, DJI Pocket. Cool. I've got an inquiry here at the moment that isn't quite within the built environment, and so it's mostly an industrial laundry promotion video, and that is just not what we do and who we serve. So, but I maybe suggest them to look elsewhere into another direction and maybe give some suggestions to go along with that. I just want to make sure that if we push them along and if we reject them, that we reject them nicely. One problem that I noticed with the current Build Collective offer is that we essentially ask people, or at least the construction industry, to commit to a 12-month period, because that's what we think it really takes. I mean, it really should be a 12 to 36 month timeline. But I think one thing that I noticed at the moment is that if you already set out the exact schedule for what we're going to be doing, like we're going to be doing this many case study videos and this many project updates, that might change throughout the year. And so we need to make sure that we communicate that they have that flexibility still, that it's not you commit to doing this much now, you commit to doing 3 case study videos now, but we might actually end up with 2 case study videos, or they might actually want to do 4 case study videos. So it's important that with this offer creation that we show them that they have flexibility. So maybe it's not necessarily about deciding already exactly what it is that they're going to be doing, but maybe for us, it's already about, well, you're going to commit to spending £20,000 in content for the year plus the operational fee. That's the commitment you make. And so what we do throughout the year will just change. And so we just have regular meetings about what it is exactly that we want to do. So need to make sure that I communicate that in my offering, because people are going to change their mind. It's just about you need to spend this much. That's how much we're going to spend. And how you do that can change. Hey, good morning, Dale. This is Lawrence.
How's it going? You alright?
Yes, I'm doing excellent. Happy New Year, if that's still appropriate to say.
Yeah, I know. So when do you stop saying that? It's like, you never know, do you?
Well, for me, it's my official first day back, so
Oh, is it really?
I'm gonna take it as I'm still allowed to do it.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to catch up with you ahead of this afternoon. I think we were looking at potentially increasing the number slightly by going with 4 of each.
So 4 showcase videos, 4 case study videos, and then 4 educational series. I think that's a great idea.
This kind of approachable, collaborative, fun element.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Great, Dale.
See you a bit later on.
Speak soon, man. Cheers.
Thanks, Lawrence.
Our service delivery right now, I'm still not happy with it, because it's not good. We're not being paid on time. It's slow. In the construction industry, you gotta be fast. Properties get sold pretty quickly. Things change all the time. You have to be very fast on your feet, and you have to continuously improve and work with speed. Things need to be as fast as possible. And that's it. The Build Collective overview. We become your design and construction media partner for your strategic business objectives. The key objective here is to reposition your brand to win your desired commercial contract within 12 months.
Or Lila would take some videos on either the camera or phone, or kind of just bits that happen.
Not expecting you guys to come out and shoot because it's not a high value piece of content.
Okay, for this instance, I would just suggest, if it comes up, you just let us know, and then we'll just come back to you with, okay, this is how much it's going to cost in editing, and we're just going to do that hourly.
And also to streamline it, obviously you're going to make all your videos look very neat and professional, and also kind of on our branding.
Can we essentially just get going with Q1?
Yeah.
And do that together.
All right, we got the Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo to start vlogging just a little bit more. It's much better than having to carry this camera around, and it's much better than an iPhone. Currently what I'm working on is I am creating all of our standardized content packages. So what we're doing right now is we're documenting all of our standard products. So these are some of the products that we offer. So case study video campaigns, project showcases, site documentation. Those are some of our most popular ones, along with the staff spotlight videos and then the video testimonial campaign, which is a big one that we did recently. But what this is going to allow them to do is when they go through this document, they can click on the case study video campaign, and then in here it's going to have all of the information and our own case study video. You can actually see me in the screen, but it's going to have all the information about case study videos, what it is, what it's useful for, and why they should be purchasing this product, perhaps over a different product. And then here they can go and return to the main page, and then into the build, back into the Build Collective they go. And that lands them right here looking at this again. So super easy to use. And then they can go through all of our standardized products. But I want to make sure that if they want to do something custom, they can do that as well. But they have to let us know in advance. And these are going to be pretty much most of the products that we offer within the Build Collective, plus our operational fees as well. I've got a bit of a dilemma that I'm trying to make a decision on. So for one, we did a showcase video for a company. And now this is of a property that between the time of filming and between now has unfortunately sold. They're not telling us anything about we're not going to pay, but I myself, and I'm now like, okay, well, technically we weren't late, but I might just say fuck it and have the video for free, because it's pretty much useless anyway. I might just say we're not going to charge you. Consider this a favor.
Hello.
Hey, Sophia.
Hi, Lawrence. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to finally speak to you on the
Well,
phone.
nice to speak to you on the phone as well. It's been a year.
It's nice to put a voice to the email.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So I sent over one for the 3106 videography at the end of last year. I think it was in November.
I'm missing the payment. Let me pull up my old.
I will chase that for you, Dream, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's all right. So it's just swapping the changes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
All right.
Lawrence.
Thanks,
Nice
Sophia.
to speak to you.
Nice
Just
to
give me a
speak to
call
you
if you
too.
need anything.
Yes, we'll do. All right. Thank you.
Alright,
Cheers.
bye.
Bye. Okay, so after a mishap by combination of Christmas, us taking a little bit of a break, me taking a little bit of a break, and unfortunately a property selling, we aren't able to get the payment for one of the projects that we did. What we're doing for some of our real estate partners or developer partners is the developers need their showcase videos faster. They need them earlier. And so we're moving the delivery date from 2 weeks to 1 week to accommodate this, to make sure that the property doesn't get sold before they get the files. And so that's important that we're going to put that and change that in our agreements now. This is really not going to be that interesting of a vlog or any kind of content. It's just me sitting at home working through everything. Emailing, scheduling, chasing invoices. That's pretty much where we're at, what our first week is. And then work on the Build Collective and just maybe getting to an onboarding experience, maybe a little bit of editing, but mostly it's just administration for this week. Editing an old file right now before we started working with proxy files at the end of the last year. This was produced before that, but there's been some delays in getting the right video made. So diving back into this project, but it's so painful because it's so laggy, which we fixed by now, but what a shame that we didn't start this before. shine. Rise and shine.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Call back later on when you're more indoors, maybe behind a laptop or something like that.
It'll probably be tomorrow, if that's all right.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
I really don't like not knowing stuff. If there's something that I don't know yet and like we are ready to launch or ready to execute, I really, really hate it when I have no time left and there's something I need to figure out. That's what really frustrates me. Okay, round number 2. Let's try that again. Hey, Steve.
Hello, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just getting in touch with you because we want to organize some more filming.
We may actually be there. No, Marcus might be there, but I've got a meeting with our insurers at the same time.
Perfect.
All right, mate.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye. And one of the things that I realized I have a great difficulty doing is multiple tasks in one day. As in, when I say multiple tasks in one day, it doesn't mean I can't do different tasks in one day. It means for the same project, I can't do all of the tasks in one day in order to reach the final outcome. And when I say I can't do that, of course that's a mindset, but that's also just how I frame things in my mind. It's also how I operate. Everything needs to be super structured, and often, for example, if we film on a day, we're not editing on that same day. Editing happens on a different day. And so you've got filming taking place, you've got a scheduling day, you've got a filming day, then you've got a raw footage processing day, and then you have the editing day. And then there's also the file delivery day and export day and things like that, which could be combined. I think maybe the editing and exporting could be combined, but I think finishing the final edit and not having to do the exporting all in one day is a great way of doing things. And it's certainly how I operate. Everything has to be very structured. And it's typical that I wouldn't be doing the same thing in one, like I wouldn't be completing a project in one day, which is why I never like these super quick turnarounds. Like a 1 week turnaround, 2 week turnaround, fine. But if you're asking for a 3-day turnaround, I doubt that would ever happen. That's just not going to happen. Well, eventually we'll have somebody to do the editing, but even for them, I don't think I would want them to turn around in a day. I don't want that. Step by step, let the project sink in, let the filming sink in, let the footage sink in, let the notes sink in, let the first cut sink in. This all takes time, and I'd rather leave some space for more thinking and more consideration, rather than everything needs to be done in like 2 days and that's it. It's pretty normal that when you start scaling, and I'm not even at that level yet, but when you start taking on more work, it's normal for things to break. Things are gonna break. And there isn't much you can do about it. But it's a good indication that that particular workflow probably wasn't working in the first place anyway. And so it breaks. And so it causes delays, or it causes miscommunication, anything of the sort. Your process just probably wasn't good enough, and therefore it fails. So it's your job to reinvent it. So that's what we're doing at One Mountain Media. Some things are working, some things are not working, and some things are breaking. And so for that reason, we have to fix those things. And they were working before because we didn't have as much work going on. Now that we have a lot more work going on, they break. All right, round 3.
Hello, Josepha speaking.
Hi, Josefa. This is Lawrence from One Mountain Media.
Oh, hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Fine.
Chaos.
I'm
Back to
struggling
chaos.
with, yes.
Okay, I'll be quick. So
Yes.
we're organizing an on-site filming at a construction site, which is on the 27th of January.
Yeah,
On
and
that
if I
day.
can get the rest of the team in, forward the invite to me and then I'll loop them in. Excellent.
All
Thank you
right.
so much.
Thanks so much, Josefa.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Phone numbers are so easy. Phone number is the only solution to this. We can't be emailing. Like you can't convey all the information that you need from somebody, and they're just gonna turn you down. So that's a big success. Hi, Eleanor. This is Lawrence from One Mountain Media.
Oh, hi.
How you doing?
What are you trying to capture?
It's just B-roll of you guys collaborating, so you collaborating with your team. That makes a lot of sense, and I totally understand that you guys are under a lot of pressure. So trying to work around that as much as I can, because everybody works with such they themselves work with such incredibly tight deadlines. Then finding opportunities with them to film is so extremely hard, because they also, even in these natural organic moments where they're just doing their thing and we might show up with a camera filming them doing their thing, which I like because it's very organic, they might even not want to do that because they're under a lot of pressure and their focus has to be on these projects. So we always try to work around that, but that causes delays. So I'm always a bit uncertain about how do we go about this. Do we go about, do you approach your marketing team again and say, hey, this is going to be delayed again, or do we just kind of roll with the punches? Let's see what we can capture and let's review later on, but maybe give them a heads up now.
Rise and shine. Okay, what are we doing?
Any other availability on the 29th apart from 10 to 1:30? I'm putting like a little note next to their names, next to everybody's names, so that you can see how many times I have to call people. How many times I have to call people in order to get through to them, which is typically three to four times before they pick up, which is fine.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
Like, even though people aren't picking up, it doesn't actually matter. It's so much easier than writing an email and not getting a response to an email. That's the worst, because you could wait a day for a response, right? That's very typical. You'd wait for a day for no response. Whereas a call, I can call you at 9 a.m., I'm going to call you at 1 p.m., and I'm going to call you right before 5 p.m., and that usually means I successfully get to communicate with you. That's our round of calls. We've gathered more information. Okay, this is the part that I like less, because I'm essentially finished with calls, but sometimes I take a call whilst I'm middle of the working. So doing deep work is quite tough, because these are calls that are kind of disruptive to my workflow. Anywho, we're now moving on to contract writing. Fun. Working on the Build Collective at the moment. Just getting through our frequently asked questions. Who is the Build Collective for? We are in India. What do we do? It's easy. Get over it. These are just questions that some of our clients have already asked us and are asking us, even during the sales process. So if we can clear that up in advance, then I happily do that.
So I broke it down into tactical. To the amount of impressions that you can get. It's really about content quality, and I talk about how we set up the sales process on LinkedIn. We follow an extreme build in public approach, not only on LinkedIn, also on YouTube. So I share revenue numbers, condo, to qualify people, bring out the pain points, and then book a call.
Getting a little bit fat. Damn it, dog, damn it. Damn it, dog, damn it.
So we often
take a lot more shots than we really need to when we're filming a project. But what I did for this project is I filmed way too many shots, way more than I ever needed to. But I guess I could turn this into my advantage and just turn each floor into its own separate showcase video and then just use, like, create a larger portfolio from that. I might do that. Yeah, I gotta remind myself not to way overshoot. We have to overshoot, but slow down. Don't get too excited, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Zit een studio, maar dat vind ik echt wel makkelijk, want dan kan je gewoon met de auto naartoe rijden.